Hi everyone, and before I go on to answer the question that I put forward this week, I just want to say I'm sorry if I made anyone feel uncomfortable or uneasy about answering the question. I really didn't think the question was that controversial. I didn't think it was that big an issue, and I think it's something that we should be able to talk about openly and respectively, no matter what each other thinks about religion. Brendan and Alex, I really liked your videos. Alex, I think I understood what you were trying to get across because I think you were a bit worried that you weren't trying to say the right thing, but I understood what you were getting at. Yeah, and that's fine. Ruth, I'm looking forward to your answer, no matter what it may or may not be. So, my past. I was raised as a Catholic. My dad was Catholic, my mum was Protestant. I went to Catholic primary school and a Catholic high school. I went to church when I was there, partly because we were Catholics and that's what you do, and partly so we could get into a Catholic school, because in my area at the time that was the better school. It was during my time in high school that something quite bad happened to another student, and that shook my faith. Before, I'd never really questioned it. I just thought, okay, God is real. Yeah, fine. I never really stopped to think, God isn't real. But yeah, there was no one moment that made me think about it. But this one particular bad thing really shook me up about my faith, and it made me think, why would God do something? Let's like something like that happen. And that's when I started to question it. And then I went on to college, where part of my studies were part of my studies were philosophy and theology. And I'm not saying theology and philosophy stopped me believing in God, but it certainly opened my eyes a bit more. I mean, theology was more about the history of how the Christian society was made, whereas philosophy was more about the different theories and different arguments about why there might be a God, or why there might be a different God, or the different kind of realities and space and time, and Plato and all sorts of different scholars who have different ideas as to what the afterlife might be, or the soul, or God generally. Yeah, and eventually I just stopped believing in the Christian Catholic God, just because it became hard to believe in a God that I wasn't completely sure was real. I wasn't even sure if there was a God at all. Yeah. Now, just the other day, my friend said, "You're the most Christian person I know," and I wasn't really sure what he meant by this, but when I thought about it, when you think about it, Christians really all want peace and love and getting on with each other. But then when you really think about it, that's what all religions want. And I know some people are going to say, no, religion is more about power and war and having control. But at the very, very core, the first ideology of religion is to get on with each other, to have peace and to have faith. And to not to have faith, but to get on, to love, to have peace with each other. And just be good to one another. And surely then that's not a bad thing then. I don't believe in a God in a Catholic Christian sense. I don't believe in Jesus, or I just don't believe in that ideology of God, or that format of God. And I hate the word God, because in different religions, God has a different name. But when it comes to Christian and Catholic one, we just have God. So it kind of comes a little bit problematic sometimes when you're talking about God, because when I say God, people kind of automatically assume I'm talking about Christian Catholic God. But I don't believe in a Christian Catholic God, but I believe in a God. I believe in a higher power of some sort, just because, and this may be the Catholic within me, deep down within me, just because I don't think the world could have been made like this. I don't think cause and effect could have done it all. And again, when I die, and this may be the Catholic within me, because I've been brought up to think there's something afterwards, or you might say it's because I'm scared of the afterlife. But I just think that we're so special, and we make such connections and memories and impact and energy on the planet when we're alive, that surely that when we die, that can't just be it. There has to be, for me, there has to be something else afterwards. And yeah, it's not because I'm scared. It's because I believe there has to be something else. I think people are very powerful people, and I think that power surely then has to continue. I hope this video made sense. I hope the subject didn't put anyone off me or my thoughts or questions. But I think religion is something we should be able to talk about, And if you believe in a God, then good. Okay, good for you. If you don't believe in a God, okay, good for you. Yeah. But I'm just not overly keen on people who trying to shove religion down people's throats, or shove not believing down religion in people's throats. Yeah. It's weird though, because when being raised as a Catholic and Christian in the church, whenever people like attack the church, I'm automatically there trying to thinking of ways of defending it. But then I'm thinking, but then the church isn't perfect. It's not perfect by no means, and it's just hard sometimes to debate with people who aren't open-minded. Anyway, that was a side note. Anyway, Ruth, I'm looking forward to your answer. Brendan, Alex, yeah, you have really great answers. Oh, and Brendan, well done on winning the playlist live tickets. You and Ruth get to meet up. That's super cool. I'm really jealous. And make sure you take lots of vlogging footage. And I'll see you guys around later. Bye.